think there is a perennial, even primordial philosophy, maybe even primordial faith. But each of the religions has its own version of that primordial faith, and they differ a little bit. And within the religions, within Christianity in particular, there are different subversions or different nuances of it. Sometimes what's important is the fact that we share a recognition of the basic reality of God, for example, and of we live in a world which is created, which is a gift for us, which has a certain destiny. It isn't just meaningless, swirling around. It has all of that. But nonetheless, we should not overlook the fact that our takes on this primordial faith do differ, and should not simply be, I think, discarded or reduced or thought as trivial or irrelevant. I think they are important, and we need to pay attention to them as well. I think the next book I would like to write, inshallah, would be a book on the Bible. I think many people within Christianity and in other religions misunderstand what the Bible is and its role in Christianity. And it's very central, just as the Quran is very central in Islam. The Bible is very important to us, but it's a very complicated text. The Quran is a single voice. The Bible is made up of 66 different voices. It's like a choir. It's not a soloist, it's a choir. And listening to an orchestra, with all the different instruments and so on, can be confusing to many people. So how do you understand that? How do you listen to an orchestra and not hear only the violins, or not only the clarinets or something? How do you see the unity which comes out of it? I think this is a large task, but I've been asked by a publishing house to write this book. So I'm thinking about it now, and I think I will try to write it. That particular controversy, I think, is one which showed that the sensitivities of people in other religions should be respected. And whether or not it's legal or illegal, or freedom of speech and all of that is important, but the most important thing is to show some respect for the sensitivities, the reverences of people in other faiths, in this case Islam and Prophet Muhammad. When Yale University Press published a book, you may know about that book, about the whole controversy, the cartoons controversy, how it started, the newspaper that published it, and all what it caused around the world. They had to face the choice: do we show in the book these cartoons, which are so offensive? And they decided, no, we will not show them. We could show them because it's freedom of speech and all of that, but it would be wrong, morally wrong, and religiously wrong to do that, because it would be so offensive. That's my position. I don't think we should do something like that. But in order to respect the sensitivities, the religious sensitivities of other people, you have to know what those sensitivities are and why they are so important to some other people. It's not self-evident why that should be covered. So you have to be educated in this regard. Now, this leads me to make a remark about teaching young children about different religions. We have a program at Harvard now to prepare public school teachers to teach children in the high school level, that is from the ages of, say, 14 to 17, to teach them world religions. Not catechism, not anything like that, but to make them familiar with the different religions with which we live in the world, and which we live with in our own cities and neighborhoods, even more importantly, perhaps, because they need to know that. And if they are not taught this by people who are well prepared to do this teaching, they'll hear all kinds of rumors and nasty, ugly stories about other religions that are not true, but they're circulating, as you know. And so we're very strongly in favor of increasing the amount of teaching about religion in public schools, high school level, usually. And there's no law in America against that. In fact, the Supreme Court has ruled that you are permitted and even encouraged to teach this, as long as you don't teach one point of view better than another point of view. You have to show what the various religions are and what they teach. So when we have more of that, which, and I hope we will have more as it develops, I think people's understanding of the sensitivities which are present in other religions, and not just in Islam, but in other religions, should be respected as a matter of neighborly goodwill, of common decency, and even of